Welcome to the Chip and Cern Show, the podcast about everything and nothing at the same time. They were possibly separated at birth, only to be rejoined to create the sweet sounds that will caress your deepest cochlea. The show is real, random, rant-filled, and ruthless. Please be warned that the show may hurt your feelings, offend your grandma, and even kick your dead dog in the balls. So get ready, and let's get this shit started.
This shit has started. I'm Chip.
I'm Cern.
And you were listening to the Chip and Cern Show. Once again, for the very first time. We are back today, or possibly here today for the first time. You know, we go through a lot of work stuff. We think, oh, Chip and Cern have it so rough at their work. We have found someone
Who's got probably had a rough week.
Probably, I would imagine we get fired.
Yes.
I would think. Anyway,
Yes.
This is from the Mirror.co.uk, so I'm guessing a UK-based company. They had a conference call on the webcam based WeChat, so what, a GoToMeeting, a Zoom meeting, Google Hangouts.
At your place of work, who do you use?
We're a Google Hangout shop,
Okay.
but I use Zoom a lot as well. Most vendors that I work with use Zoom.
We use Zoom at work.
Okay.
We did use
GoToMeeting. I don't
Link.
know anyone.
Microsoft Link for a while, and then they went away and went to Zoom.
All right. Okay, so based on the screen caps, the manager allegedly accidentally, they had a conference call.
Tripped and fell.
Oh. He, after the conference call was up, he proceeded to have sex with his
Junior associate?
junior associate.
Junior colleague or some sort?
Missionary is the position, and on the
Yes.
desk was her desired receiving position. So the footage leaks, but it has been scrubbed from the social media by the Chinese censors. There's a YouTube clip. It's fairly, there's this huge disclaimer. You might be able to see it on 3D cam. Don't get too excited. There's not
Very pixelated.
there's not much stuff going on. Already it's super blurred out. Even if this heavy pixelation was
slow.
not. Or what if these are all the screen caps and they're like stitching it together?
Maybe. I was like, why is it so slow?
It's only 34 seconds, which this guy's still beating my best time, but
Doubled.
doubled. What do you think about? I'm actually going to say I think this was on purpose.
You think so?
They're like the exhibition aspect of it got him titillated, if you will.
Oh, so you think he got just so enthralled with the...
I think there's a group of folks out there that are into the exhibitionism.
exhibition?
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever it is.
Like the same people that kind of walk around, maybe they go to sit in a park and they like have their balls hanging out of their shorts or something because they know that people are looking and that sort of turns them on. So this is like a more extreme version of that.
So this was minutes after a call earlier that morning had ended.
Yes.
Which was attended by employees from 5 different provinces.
Now, this is, I would say, the pinnacle of the awkward conference call awkwardness. Because there's always,
Yes.
We've all been there when someone's on the phone or you think you're on mute or something.
So I do have a
Certainly, you've had
story.
a couple stories.
So
Go
I
on.
haven't had a story. So we use Zoom, and for us, you sign in on your computer, but I always dial in on my phone
Okay.
because people do this stupid shit where they try to run it through their audio on their laptop. It's always very muffled and very
Right.
because we use docking stations and stuff of that.
Oh, okay.
So it's very muffled or they'll sign on to their audio on their computer and on the phone, so you get this
huge
echo
echo.
and it.
And then they're like, can someone mute?
Yes.
And screeching and muting.
Yeah.
And
So we dial in, and I always hit mute, but I don't know if your phone does this. If you hit mute too soon, and then it puts you into the conference, it takes you off mute.
Oh.
So I'd done it, hit
Interesting.
mute, and it took me off mute. Oh, I didn't know.
Uh-oh.
And I don't know about your company, but every meeting has to start with a safety short and culture short.
No. What the fuck is that?
You have to find some fucking safety thing of the day and then like pull out of something out of the founder's mentality or whatever and read it. And anyway,
that is annoying.
And they randomly assign people.
So you have to be there because they'll go, "Hey, Cerny, you're up."
Yeah, well, they give it to you in advance. So I don't ever read the
email.
No, because they have like notes for today's meeting at 2:00. I deleted it immediately. I never look at it.
Yeah.
So I'd signed on, and I was sitting there waiting for it to get on, and I saw on the screen, it has like the order of
agenda.
The agenda, and I was like, oh, I have the. I went, oh, I have the meeting. I said, God fucking damn it. I said, you got to be fucking kidding me. And this person's like, the phone rings. I said, what?
Dude, your cell phone?
Yes. Someone called my cell phone. So I was
okay.
like, you got to be fucking kidding me. I got the fucking safety short. God damn it, is what I said.
That you weren't prepared for because you deleted the email.
I deleted the email.
Okay.
I had no idea. Well, that was then broadcasted with HR and everybody was on.
Oh,
I was
no.
like, because they called. I said, I answered the phone. I said, this is Sean. Then I ding who's now talking. And I said, hey, everyone can hear you? I was like, oh, no.
Someone is saying, is this really live? Yes, it is live on YouTube. Hi. Mr.
Slight delay.
Seabass. Mr. Seabass, welcome aboard on YouTube Live.
So, yes.
And then I do remember you telling me this, or it was in a group text, and you're like, oh, fuck. What was your discipline? Bare bottom spanking? At home, maybe.
No, it was just one of those, be more careful next time. Oh, okay.
It wasn't the language, it was the, hey, dipshit, you forgot to mute your phone.
Yes.
Just
mute your phone.
Imagine what it could have been, sort of.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we've heard before, like somebody's on the conference call and it's like, I don't understand why that fucking idiot didn't do it. I don't understand it.
You're having sidebar conversations. Yeah.
Write him up. I don't understand why he's not written up. I don't understand why he's not written up. You should fucking fire him. It's like, hey. Everyone's like, hey. Start doing that, or I don't know if you get a lot of the ringtones and shit in the background.
Oh,
it's like
people should. Mr. Seabass is fishing, apparently.
Oh, fishing
what
for?
What are you fishing for? Bass, salmon,
sea
bass. We have the one like the big sort of like hockey, not the big conference call like center tower.
Okay, yeah.
Thing. And when it's on mute, it just has a big red ring around it. So it's very obvious. Because we'll be on conference calls, me and my team, and then we're working with the vendor, and then he'll just be like, can you? And I'm like, okay, so I'll mute it. And he's like, I'm like, okay. I'm like, we're good, like hand signals and shit.
Yeah.
We're not using the video functionality. It's just the thing. And then we'll say, okay, let's tell them this or whatever, and then we unmute.
Most of ours is like we have our
just a regular telephone.
Everyone's everywhere, so it's just everyone has their phone going and you can watch it on the screen.
So have you adjusted your habits or your
I don't say anything, and I look at although I did make the mistake the other day where I wasn't talking.
Yeah.
I happened to be talking, and then I was done talking, and I didn't pull it off mute, but I wasn't saying anything. I was doing other work.
Yeah.
And someone came up, was in the morning, so they came up and say hi, and they always pinch me in the back of the arm.
Oh, jeez.
And I said, oh, damn it. I said, why do you keep doing that? And they're like, dude, you're on mute. I was like, oh. Whoops.
I've never, I say that now, knock on wood. I don't think I've been on, where I thought I'd been on mute. I'm like super fucking careful about it. And on my computer, I have a webcam blocker.
Okay.
That's closed. The video part, I'm not so concerned. It's just like sometimes when you're working from home, like your hair's not done or you whatever, like, or you're in your bedroom. Like if my wife is in the office and the kid's running around, like I have to go lock myself in the bedroom. So if you're like in bed with pillows and all this stuff, like I don't know, it just gives a good.
Did I wake you from your nap, sleepyhead?
All right, Mr. Seabass is bass fishing in Southern Oregon.
Okay.
Or Southern, as he spelled it out here, Oregon, near Medford.
Okay.
Well, that was a question, I guess, to Medford. I don't know. We did have an incident at work.
Is bass delicious? I don't think I've ever had it. Have you?
I've had the beer for St. Patty's Day, Bass
Yes,
Ale.
yeah.
I don't know. I wasn't ever I'm vegetarian now. I don't know if I was ever a big fish person.
Oh, I could eat
It
fish
seemed
by
like-
the pound.
Oysters, yes, and like sushi. So never mind. I redact my statement. So there was another guy at work that he was working from home, and he has he's very joking all the time, and he sometimes will act like sort of like a prank almost a little bit.
Okay.
So it was on a conference call, and we're like, okay, everyone's done, and then we hear him go, hello, and he started talking, and everyone's like, no, you're not on mute, you're not on mute. And he's like, oh yeah, so blah, blah, blah. And they're like, half the room was like, oh, he's just, oh, Chip is just joking. Like they would say whatever his name was is just joking. I'm like, no. This is, hang the phone up. Like this is real. I don't want to hear what people are like, oh my God. What's he saying? He goes, yeah, so I started abstaining about 3 months ago and it's been going well. And everyone's like, I don't know what to do. Oh, yeah, so I've been abstaining for a couple months now, and I was like, shut your fucking computer off. Like,
Yeah.
people freak out, and they're like, I don't know, and they're trying to turn down the volume and stuff, and it's like, no, close your computer
Yeah.
and turn the phone off. Problem solved.
Done.
So it was going off. Oh, abstaining. Everyone's like, no. Everyone started yelling, I don't want to hear anything, instead of just closing it. I was like, I got to get the fuck out of here. This is stressing me out. I had just left the room. And people are like hitting him up on Slack, like, dude, you're not on your mute. And so he every once in a while we take the same bus.
Okay.
And like a couple days later, he's like, hey man, I'm like, hey, how's it going? He goes, I'm really sorry about the conference call thing. I'm like, dude, don't sweat it.
It happens.
He goes, what did everyone hear? Because the word abstain was in there.
I
And
mean, that could mean anything. That
It could, but it also could mean sex or something.
yes.
And he was on his phone. So he was like, yeah, I'm really sorry about that. I think I'm going to send an apology email out. I'm like, no. That's
It makes it
stupid.
worse.
Because just let it go.
out of sight, out of mind.
People have forgotten. They've moved on. He goes, I was talking to my nutritionist, and he was saying that he'd abstained from having like excess sugar or fats or something, right?
Okay.
So that's where I'm like, dude, already you've told me too much. I don't care.
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Let it go. And carry on. He's like, oh, I think I might need to. I'm like, you're overthinking this too much. You're stressing me out how much you're stressing out. Like, just relax. So I haven't had any of those, but I always do. I always am very diligent.
We had a guy.
And I guess
he was on the call. So we had a call.
Yeah.
And he was on it. He was talking. And then they kind of went off on a jag for a few minutes on something else. And then they came back to him. And they were calling for him. And he wasn't there. Like, where is he? Hello? Hello?
Yeah.
Are you mute? Are you mute? If you hear that all the time,
Yeah,
are you mute? Are you mute?
Oh, we can't hear you.
Yeah.
And that's, if you run into anything where you're taking a shit or something, that's all you, I thought I was on mute or my headphones weren't working, I had to restart. Like,
So
there's a million excuses.
He comes back a few minutes later. He goes, sorry, everybody. He kept doing that. Remember, I was like, yes. He goes, well, I was on the toilet. We're like,
Oh my God.
I said, because usually, I don't know about you. I'm
Just
usually
I
doing
had to
something
step
else.
out.
I'm usually doing something else
Yeah.
during a conference call, and I wait for them to yell my name, and then I'll, huh? Can you repeat that? It's my famous line. But I was doing something else. I heard. I was on the toilet, and I was like,
Oh my
no,
God.
I didn't hear that. And then someone sent me a message like, did he just say? I said,
Oh
okay,
my God.
it's been confirmed.
Did someone go 1 or 2? Now, the most classic PG example of this was the CNN dude, where his kids ran in to the webcam,
Yes. He seemed pissed.
and
too.
his nanny or his wife or whatever, like,
I think it was his wife.
the kid run in, and he just saw, and the look on his face as a dad. I mean, I'm a newer dad, Cerny, as well, as like, you just saw on his face, he 100% knew that, 100% he told his wife, okay, I'm with CNN, honey. Don't let the kids come in.
This is the big time.
Don't let the kids come in. Okay, you got it, sweetheart. And when he heard the door open, it probably like hit the thing really loud, and
Yeah.
he, Daddy. The look on his face when he just like,
I can't
He-
fucking believe it.
he died inside.
Yeah.
He died.
I said one thing cannot happen, and it is happening
The one,
15 seconds into
literally the one, and then the pure panic of his wife or the female that came
Yeah, I know.
around, and she just like came around, peeled out into the room,
sliding,
sliding out, just like, ah.
Bruce Springsteen knee slide into the room.
Now, my wife does a lot of Facebook events. All right, Seabass, see you later. I guess he's leaving. Where are you guys from? We're from California, Northern California. Thanks for checking in, Seabass.
Probably about an 8-hour drive.
Thanks for checking in, Seabass. 8-hour drive north on the 5. We'll be up to Medford or where the fuck you are in Southern Oregon.
Yes.
Or Southern Oregon. My wife, but with her business, it's a little bit more casual.
Yes.
It's almost cute to have the kid come in because it's a lot of moms and a lot of women that sort of shop with my wife. So it's like, oh my God, let me see the kid. And it's a cute thing. So I can multitask. I put up like the dog gate to like block the hallway sometimes because the dogs try to barrel in. Then when she's going, so I'm like, the kid was being pretty good. I'm like, okay, I'll kind of starting dinner. Like I'm trying to multitask a little bit, right? And then, a minute goes by and then I'm like, oh, fuck, where'd she go? And I look out real quick and I'm like, uh-oh. And I run down the hall. Sure enough, my wife's holding her. I'm like, Chipper, you had one job to watch the kid.
And you failed.
Yeah, I failed. So it wasn't a big deal. But.
So I looked up some of these common things that are said on conference calls.
Yeah.
I'll run down with real quick. Number 1, and I hear this. Hello? Who just joined? I hear that. I don't know about you, but it's like sometimes we have conference calls with everybody in the nation, and there's like 100 fucking people, and it's like,
why does it matter?
Every beep because it goes bloop, bloop, or whatever, or whatever, the little doorbell.
Yeah.
Who just joined? I never answer it.
Oh. And they don't. It says there's usually an attendance list on the side, right?
That's my thing. You can see if you want to know who you can read the names on the side.
Yeah.
So I will not answer your question, and they'll keep pressing like, who just joined? You're on mute. Whoever who just joined.
And then I would sign out and it'd go doop, and you'd fall off, then get back in.
Or here's another one. When you introduce yourself, and so I don't do it, but when they say who just joined, and like 5 people speak at the same time.
Oh. I wish we were in a bigger company that did this, and if we worked together, we'd be like 1, 2, 3. This chips are served from what was that? 2, 3. This chips are served. That would be great.
Here's another one. Hopping on a call 3 minutes late and then having to awkwardly introduce yourself. I know I hop on conference calls late on the daily.
You just sit there.
I don't say anything.
Why are people obsessed with announcing themselves?
I don't know. Doesn't matter.
What's your these are sort of pet peeves, I guess. Do you have any other ones that aren't listed? I'm trying to think of what do I have? A pet peeve conference call.
So I here's one. So we have like directors and stuff.
Yeah.
So if I run a conference call, I will speak, so and so, do you have something to say first before we get going? So and so, do you have something to say?
You have the floor for a brief moment to
so and so. So I'll call their names specifically. Everyone else will go blah 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 blah. Do you have anything? So then all 3 of them are talking at the same time, opening the door for them to all speak at the same time.
So you just sort of you produce it a little bit.
You
better.
speak. Okay, let's go.
I like it. Let me see. The ones that bug me is people that freak out. Like if something's not going right on the conference call. Or I do hate when your audio drops out or your mic. It's like connection unstable.
Yes.
And I'm like, oh, sometimes they're like, okay, so with that, and I'm just like, I'm just going to let this one ride out. I'm not going to need to be repeated. I'm just going to see. But if they're like, so what did it look like in paid media, Chipper? I'm like, oh, sorry, I lost connection. They're like, I feel bad about that. And it was an ongoing thing to where I almost just wanted to tap out or I called in on my phone.
Yes.
Give me the landline.
So here's another one that it always happens this way. We have regular conference calls every week.
Yeah.
And sometimes I'll be on conference calls and for months just be there and never say a word.
In the shadows, on the sidelines.
Yes. So then a few times I'm like, I gotta take a fucking shit or piss. So like, oh. So I go to the bathroom and I come back like, dude, where were you at? They're calling your name. I was like, of course. For fucking 4 months I didn't say anything. And now the one time I gotta take a piss, they're calling me out. Now,
how do you feel about, and we'll wrap this up soon because our camera's going to die. We have 2%.
Oh.
The people that they're in their car or they're like, I'm not near my computer right now.
Yes.
It's like, what the fuck are you doing then?
Yeah.
Because you should have rescheduled the call because, if you're Oh, I'm not near my computer.
Here's another one. When they take the call and their fucking windows are down, it's like,
Oh,
I'm like,
yeah.
roll the fucking window up.
Or mute. Come in on mute.
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't need to announce yourself.
Or if you have to speak, can you not roll up the window for the 2 minutes as you have to speak? Put the AC on if it's that hot.
Turn
What the
off
fuck?
blizzard mode on your fucking,
Yeah.
Hurricane Sandy mode on your fucking car camera or car AC.
Yes.
Anyway, let's hear your work conference call pet peeves.
Let's.
Send those in on Chip and Cern Show at Twitter.
If you want to email them to us, you can send them to us at chipandcernshow@gmail.com.
And then don't forget as well, shirts, hats, stickers.
Black Friday sale.
Black Friday sale, St. Patty's Day sale, spring equinox sale,
Easter sale. Christmas, New Year's, whatever.
Resurrect your look this Easter with a Chip and Cern Show t-shirt.
Or some pasties with some Chip and Cern Show stickers.
Hashtag Stormy Daniels, hashtag American Hero.
Sounds great to me.
Don't forget to subscribe on YouTube. Check all of our live shows there. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter.
That's about it. That's
All
about
Chip
it.
and Cern Show.
Ooh. Oh.
We're on Spotify now.
Spotify. Yes.
Do we have the same thought that...
I know. You said, oh, like, ooh. Light bulb. Ding, ding, ding.
So I think, actually, I will say that's probably easier now. I feel more people have Spotify than iTunes.
I will co-sign that.
Thank you, Cerny. And until next time, I'm Chip.
I'm Cern.
Cheers.